give you an update on COA. These are the points we're going to walk you through today. I'm going to cover the first three, and then Bruce is going to come in and finish up with the second three here. So I'm going to start with an animation of the data that's in the archive. On the left here, it's going to be color coded. So there's your instruments. If you have your favorite instrument, find your color there. I'm going to start this off. Yeah, it goes. So we've done our best to remove all calibration files from this, limited it to the nighttime hours. So these are your science observations per instrument. It's about 6 million. There's about 6 million FITS files, raw FITS files in the archive. What's not shown here, there's about 60,000 solar observations in the archive, taken with the KPF solar calibration unit. In the summary of it all. As you guys are taking data throughout the night, COA's real-time ingestion system is managing the data flow of your observation. And so this is showing that flow of data for a KCWI night. The blue data is on the top here, the red's on the bottom. And just to walk you through the colors, the blue are your exposures. And then you have your readout time in red. The middle green is the time to archive the raw data. And then the data reduction pipeline kicks off so that the orange is the time to reduce the data. And then the bottom green is the time to archive the reduced data product. So you can see it's pretty smooth throughout the night here. If I zoom in, give you a bit more close up here, you can see the raw data is archived in roughly say 15 seconds for KCWI. And the reduced data takes a little bit longer. It's a bigger data set, but usually within a few minutes of the exposure finishing, you have access to your reduced quick look data for KCWI. I mentioned 6 million FITS files in the archive. This is the breakdown by instrument and instrument mode. So you have the blue and the red of IRIS, for example, or the imager inspectrograph for OSIRIS down there. It's also broken down by calibration and science files. In the middle there, you can see the KPF solar that I mentioned, the 60,000 observations. Mark Cassis, guider data is in the archive. We started that about a year ago. Every 2 minutes throughout the night, we are archiving guider images. Those are assigned to the active science program. And so you have access to that through the archive. Here's the reduced data that's in the archive, both quick look and science ready. So the orangish bars are your KCWI and pipette instruments there. This will continue to grow as we add more pipette instruments and also KPF. When we do KPF, we'll have radial velocities in here for you as well. Bruce, again.
Hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Bruce Berriman. I'm in charge of the observatory archive activities at Keck Science, so I'm the Keck Science equivalent of Jeff. So observers can take advantage of the real-time data ingestion. We deployed in August of 2023 the Observers Data Access Portal, which is available to observers and the collaborators, and they can monitor data as they're taken and archived through the night, and they can download them as well. And it's only for a particular night's observations. We're not able to support it for multiple nights. One issue that sometimes comes up is accessing data. As you know, of course, data are PI has exclusive access to data for 18 months, 12 months if you're supported by NASA. The PI determines who else gets access to those data. We have a web form so that the PI can in fact give access to people as they wish, or they can send an email to the COA help desk and we can take care of it manually. We are trying to fully automate this activity in the next 2 or 3 months. One of the issues is that if a PI asks for access to a person who does not have a COA account, we actually have to go in manually and create it. And we want to take care of that automatically and make operations of ODAP much smoother than they already are. As a stopgap, Jeff and his team have deployed a command line interface to COA, which uses the same Keck authentication as remote observing. And for the moment, you can also use that method if you wish. We also accept contributed science-ready data sets. We have a number of them already, and if you wish to contribute a science-ready data set, please get in touch with us and we'll work with you on making that happen. We do have a set of policy outlines on how you should prepare data. Essentially, the data have to have a complete set of metadata so that people who are not used to that data will be able to understand and reuse them. But we find the easiest way is for people to get in touch with us and we can work with them to make sure the data are properly prepared. All right, so if you have any questions, please chat to Jeff and myself. We'll both be here for the rest of the day. You can email both of us at the addresses that we've written down there below. And finally, there's a COA help desk and you can send a ticket or a question there. It's open 24/7. All right, thank you very much.